Hello! I am so excited to be getting back into making content. It has been a couple of months since I've made anything, especially anything more long form like this. And this is kind of what I want to do more of going forward, is longer videos, hopefully. I still really like infographics and good long research pieces, so you'll still get more of those. But this is gonna be my first reaction video, which I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, but I wanted to make sure that in doing a reaction video, I'm adding something to the conversation, because I feel like sometimes when I see reaction videos, you just end up watching somebody else watching a video and they don't really add anything to it. And I think that's super boring, first of all. And I mean, I feel like they're just taking advantage of the views on somebody else's post. So I didn't want to do that. And so that's why I really wanted to make sure I was giving more context to the video that I'm going to react to. So hopefully you'll get that. And I definitely should have fact-checked myself when I was reacting to this video the first time, because I had to go back and refilm and re-edit some things. So if you see the lighting adjust a little bit or the frame adjust, no you didn't, I took this on one take, but obviously kidding. I made sure that I wanted to be as accurate as possible when I was responding to certain claims. So yeah, let's get into it.
I am so shook after starting to read this book and exposing the insane number of toxic chemicals, carcinogens, endocrine disruptors, PFAS that are present in the clothes that we wear every single day.
First of all, I am so happy that she made this video. Isabel is a conservative influencer, and I feel like I don't see enough conservative influencers talking about the environment or the impacts certain industries have on the environment, notably fashion. And so I feel like the sustainable fashion movement is actually really missing out on some conservative voices. To be fair, my network of people does tend to skew more liberal, but that's kind of why I was so excited to see Isabel share this with her audience in the first place. And she's also highlighting the work of Alden Wicker, who is a true trailblazer for the movement, and the work she has done is amazing. So if you haven't checked out her book already, you should. Now, getting to the actual content of the video, there are a few things that I want to address. And then there's one comment that she left as well that I want to address. So first, she talks about toxic chemicals used in clothes, specifically PFAS, and she shares a video from somebody else's video in which they're talking about how Lululemon leggings use PFAS, and those are concentrated in the crotch region.
There are forever chemicals in the crotch region of Lululemon leggings and the leggings of many other companies.
So first of all, PFAS are used in a wide array of clothes, especially athletic wear, and it's not just concentrated in the crotch region. PFAS are used to make items waterproof, stain-proof, fire resistant, moisture wicking, literally all of that. Just based on that, you can kind of imagine what they're used in. Like I said, it's a lot of activewear. It's used in footwear, outerwear, swimwear, so many different things. And so one of the comments that somebody left is like, well, what are some alternatives? And then Isabel responded to the comment saying, well, you can find small brands that will list all of the chemicals that they use in their clothes, then you'll know. And I really wish it was that easy. For most countries, there are only 2 labeling requirements, and that's for fiber content and country of origin. For the US, you're also required to have a care label and then a tag that has either the manufacturer or the brand name. Anything else that's beyond that is usually optional, and when it comes to chemicals, there are virtually no requirements for disclosing what chemicals you use to treat the fabrics to make your garments. And so even small brands that are better about that kind of stuff and are more transparent still aren't going to disclose all of the chemicals that they use for their clothes to the public. They're just not going to do it. And this is why so many sustainable fashion advocates are asking for better transparency laws so that we can know about these chemicals, and then we can regulate which ones are actually allowed to be used. Some brands are stopping using PFAS in their clothes, but they are a chemical that's allowed to be used, and I think that just shows why there's such a need for this kind of legislation. She then goes into conspiracy territory at the end of her video, because she talks about how the government doesn't want to solve this problem because they want you to be reliant on pharma.
To be the bearer of the tinfoil hat news here, that there may be an ulterior motive behind the agenda. After all, what benefit could possibly exist from needing us to rely on pharmaceuticals, largely for cancer, that people are developing because of compounds found in our food and our skincare and our cleaning supplies, and now even the leggings that we wear to work out to avoid being sick?
And I think there is some truth to that, but the real reason that the government isn't going to get rid of all of these PFAS is because they're so ubiquitously used in everything. We're talking packaging, consumer products, uniforms, cookware. The government also uses it to fireproof military equipment. It's used in police officer uniform, firefighter uniform, all this stuff. So yeah, they're not gonna ban them because it would make their life and a bunch of corporations' lives so much more difficult, and it would make our products way more expensive because these companies would have to invest a lot of money into figuring out other ways to make their products waterproof, fireproof, whatever. And the last thing I want to address is that because I'm a psycho person, I looked at so many of the comments on her post, and so many of them were saying that this PFAS stuff is bullshit and that she's falling into the tricks of the liberals and fear-mongering and whatever. So I compiled a list of studies, reports, articles, in case you're a person who wants sources to show that these claims aren't bullshit. So if you're somebody who wants sources, you can find them through the link in my description. Okay, bye! One last thing, and then I promise this video will be done. I don't want people to say that I am just contributing to more fear-mongering in this video. Here's the thing, is that we don't have enough research on how skin contact with PFAS affects the body. In that list of studies that I just said I put into the description, I did include a few that are looking at dermal contact and studying how that does affect the body. Are there enough of those to really have conclusive evidence? No. We've already banned 2 that used to be used pretty commonly because we found that they were so detrimental to human health. We banned them because they were causing cancer and birth defects. So there is proof that these kinds of chemicals have really, really, really bad effects on the body. Do all of the chemicals categorically? We can't just broadly ban them, no. But we do need to have more research into them so that we can prove that yes, they should be used in clothes, or they can be used in clothes, or no, they shouldn't be used in clothes. So that's kind of where sustainable advocates are also coming in, because right now nobody's looking into it because nobody wants to, because it's too complicated of a solution that we'd have to find. And it's a solution we need to find to make sure that we're not wearing things that are bad for our bodies. That's the whole entire point. Okay, that's officially it. We're done now. Bye.